Hello everybody, PterodactOwl reporting for duty. Welcome back to Cobblemon. Hello everybody who happens to be here. Jado, Trinity, Game Master, Griff. That's the, yes, Griff Girl. I'm trying to remember all the names of everyone that's in here. Hi Trinity. Okay, Jado says prepare for more tongue twisters today, so I guess that's what you all should prepare me to do, I guess. Today, I actually have no clue what I'm going to be doing. I feel like I should obviously continue building my base. Hopefully my internet is back and working fine. I so far have not seen any problems, so we should be okay on that front. Hello. So before we get started, allow me to remind you guys that we actually did end up getting our first shiny Pokemon. We have a shiny Ninjask, level 41, that we caught with a regular Pokeball, way before we probably should have been able to. Ryan is still asleep. Go wake them up. Go wake them up. Come on, Trinity. Do it. Anyways. Okay, let me see here. All right. So today I should probably focus on obviously building up, developing our farm a little bit more. And then I suppose we should focus on making a birch base, a birch wood base. Okay. Also, if you are on YouTube, welcome into the Twitch VOD that you are now witnessing. If you do end up liking this, please consider liking and subbing because it does help me out a lot and I would absolutely appreciate it. But I suppose that's all the same shameless self-promotion for me, except if you do like the Twitch VOD, you can catch them live on twitch.tv/PterodactOwl. Anyways, a little shameless self-promotion there. Doesn't do anyone harm, right? So I'm gonna go around, clear more space, and honestly, the more trees that I'm able to get out of here, the more I'm able to terraform this area to be what I want it to be anyways. So we should be all set on that front as well. Pad Kid poured curd, pulled cod? Why? Why is that a valid tongue twister? I'm not... Pad Kid poured curd, pulled cod? I don't know if that counts. I feel like the rule of a tongue twister is that it should... I mean, does that? Pad Kid poured curd, pulled cod. I don't know if that makes as much sense. It's the hardest one? What do you mean it's the hardest one? I don't know if it counts if it doesn't form a legitimate sentence, right? Anyways, let me go to sleep before a creeper decides to blow up my entire world. Because it's probably gonna happen. Probably, most probably anyways. Do I not have, oh, I do not have space apparently. Have I been picking up wood? Okay, anyways. Oh, I have a lot of birch as it is. Okay, what I should do is I should get more sand. Let me go ahead and make more chests. I'm probably gonna need a whole storage area eventually, but let me start with just this here. We're just gonna do bam, oops, bam, bam, damn it, bam, bam. Okay, is there a way I can do this that doesn't look like that, or no? Or is that just not okay? That is not what I wanted, sir. Oh, okay. For some reason, I didn't think it was going to work like that. In 2013, in an MIT speech, researchers made this tongue twister. Pad Kid poured curd, pulled cod. I don't really think that's that difficult. I mean, I guess to each their own. If you think it's difficult, you think it's difficult. But, like, I personally am not seeing it. Did you see the clip of the starter Pokemon I posted last time? The starter Pokemon for the new Pokemon game? I don't know. I didn't see a video, but I have seen the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Wind and Waves, which I'm actually really excited for. That seems like it's going to be pretty fun. You're supposed to read tongue twisters very quickly. Pad Kid poured curd, pulled cod. That's still not really difficult for me. I don't know. I mean the one you missed. Oh, you mean the clip. Yes, I did see that. Yes, it's all right. We're good. It's all right. It's all right. We're fine. Come on. We're good, right? Why do I have my shield? I need to have my shield on me. Why is my shield not on me? There we go. Okay. Iron, copper. We are gonna need to make more balls. What did I need for the great ball? Did I need blue? I don't think I have a blue apricorn tree yet. I am gonna have to figure that out. Black apricorn. Okay, let's figure out what we want to do with our base here. I feel like it should start in this area because I have all of this stuff here as it is. But would it be big enough if I started it here, or should I transfer everything maybe to this area? This seems a little flatter and perhaps more usable. When a doctor doctors a doctor, does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor? Is the doctor being doctored wants to be doctored, or does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor as he wants to doctor? I don't know. I don't think I can answer that. I don't know. I don't know if I can answer that, but I do feel like I read it fine. We gotta run out of tongue twisters eventually, right? There can't be that many. Hello, Picnicker Tom. 200 tongue twisters. Trinity, yep. What's up? Why are you pfting me? What's up? You mad? You mad at me reading that? But I'm just showing you the hard ones. The hard ones. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a hard one. Damn. I'm too good for these tongue twisters. That's a lot of tongue twisters. It is a lot of tongue twisters, actually. I really haven't failed a lot. I mean, there were a couple I struggled with, I guess, but I feel like so far I'm doing pretty well. I don't know why my streams have just become me reading tongue twisters, but I guess it is what it is. I don't know if I have any control over that one. I'm a tongue twister streamer, I suppose. The first out there of many to come. Just terraforming the land as always. This is my dream. This is why I like the pit. Where I'm just digging a hole. I love terraforming in Minecraft. It is probably my favorite thing. Probably my favorite thing in the world. I don't know why, but I really just love bending nature to my will, so to speak. 'Tis my favorite. A skunk sat on a stump and thunk the stump stunk, but the stump thunk the skunk stunk. Interesting. I don't know if you can use thunk like that. I don't think thunk works. Thunk does not work. I mean, it works for the sake of the tongue twister, but it's still not like... It's just... Hello? You're cute. Hi. Anyways. I need to make a new axe with all my iron that I have acquired. Freaky tongue twister? Is that what we'd call that? A freaky tongue twister? I don't know. I mean, I guess if it's using a made-up word. Or perhaps not a made-up word, but an illegitimate word. I would call that thunk. It's not like methinks, which is like a real word, but people think it's a fake word when you say it. Methinks, you know? I don't know what my stream has become at this point. Do you guys find this entertaining? I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening. Oh ho, I just found a very long tongue twister. I've read some pretty long ones from you. Or is there longer? Is that what you're telling me here? Ooh, you're level 7. Get in my Pokeball. I'm just gonna catch that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Trinity is not happy. Take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, yeah. That's what I say whenever I start reading tongue twisters. Watch me mess this one up because I'm too cocky now with tongue twisters. That's what's gonna happen for sure. I mean, this is a decent area for a base, I feel like. I mean, this is a decently large area to start, I'd imagine. It should work out fine. So let me go ahead and grab all the birch I have. And honestly, I already have so many stacks on me. I wish I could put more in the crafting table. Okay. I need... Hello? Can I have that back, please? Thank you. I need more sand. I should have sand in a chest. Let me smelt the sand here. Because I am going to want glass. I am going to want glass. And then let me get some more as well. I think there was more... I wanted to make another shovel, actually, which I cannot do there. I don't know why I thought I could make a shovel in the 2x2, but that is not how Minecraft works. Here we go. Let me make another shovel just in case, because I do imagine we are gonna want some glass panels and whatnot to have a good view. Well, hello. You're a cutie pie. I know there's water here. Is there any sand along this windy river? Or no? So far, that's a no. But there's got to be some, right? Aha! Some sand. Very minimal sand. Okay, we got some. We got some here. That's not so bad. Okay. Yeah, we can make this work for sure. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. We'll make it work. And here comes the water because I'm an idiot because I didn't think about what I was doing there. That's all right, we can do this one as well. And my shovel broke. Good thing I made another one. Betty bought some butter, but said she, the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my bitter batter better. So she bought some better butter, better than the bitter butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter better. So 'twas better Betty bought some better butter. Okay. Okay. That one I fumbled a little bit, but still not as bad as I thought it was going to be. To be honest, I haven't seen that one, but I've seen people use those words before as tongue twisters. I found your weakness, the bees? I don't know. I feel like it was fine. Come on, it wasn't that bad, right? How much sand is that? 40? I don't know how much sand I'm actually gonna need, but we'll just stick with 40 for now, because I have 30 or so smelting in the chest right now. Or smelting in the chest, smelting in the furnace. I've heard that one before. Yeah. I don't think I did so bad, right? I slowed down a little bit in the middle, but I finished strong. I finished strong, right? Come on, be honest, be honest. Oh, there's more sand here. I might as well just grab more while I can. I also think I'm going the wrong way to my base. I think my base is in the opposite direction. And I have broken the sand barrier. That's fine. Okay. Where tis my base? Where tis my base? Over here. Here it is. Hello, base. I just had to go over the... Ah, man, I was trying to make that jump. Go. I gotta get to my bed before mobs start to spawn. I'm a mother pheasant plucker. I pluck mother pheasants. I'm the most pleasant mother pheasant plucker to ever pluck a mother pheasant. I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker's wife. I've been plucking mother pheasants my whole pheasant plucking life. I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. Okay. That one's a good one. I like that one. That one was actually very satisfying to my brain. I liked reading that one. I liked that one. Okay, let's see here. Alrighty, so we got some sand. Let me throw more into the furnace here. Let me grab this glass so it has room to smelt. Also, apparently I got another wheat seed. Let me plant that. Okay, let me make some birch doors to make my life a little easier here. Now, where do I want my door to be? Do I want it facing... Which direction do I want my house facing? I feel like it might make sense. Did I plant that seed, by the way? Did I? I have no recollection of planting that seed. Oh, wait, did I? Did I plant that seed? Where the hell did I plant it? There's no way I planted that seed. I have zero recollection of planting it. I didn't throw it in here, did I? I'm crazy. I must be crazy. I have no clue. Also, I'm dying of hunger. Well, not actually dying of hunger, but I need food at the very least. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we can just... I don't know. Let's see. Like right here is fine, I think. Why would you do that like that? Why do you not... Oh, there we go. Okay, apparently it just placed on the end I didn't want it to be on. That makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense to me. Fair enough. Okay. Welcome home, everybody. This is my home. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know if I should use birch logs just as they are to make... like accents and stuff. I don't know if that's even worth it at this point. Let me grab them. Let me grab some logs just in case, because at the end of the day, you never know. I'm not a great builder, so don't judge me on my base building. I will say that. Please don't judge. I will at least make it symmetrical to start. And that's probably long enough for now. How long did I make that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I can count. What's heavier? Yeah, you see, you can't get me with that. They're both a kilogram. Now, one is denser, to be fair, one is denser. The kilogram of steel would be denser, but neither is heavier, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I can count. We have discovered that I have the ability to count. Now, how far back do I want to make this? I need more planks. Good thing I have plenty of planks. Plenty of planks. Find a P. Well, I guess you did the pheasant one. But you need to weigh the loss of those poor birds? I don't know if that counts as a weight. Let's do one more and then we'll go across here. We're gonna run out. We're gonna run out now. Okay. Let's do more. Oh, I dropped one. I dropped one. The good thing about streaming... Oh my god, not the lawnmower. That just scared the crap out of me. Anyways, what I was going to say... Oh my god. Why? Trinity and Ryan, I feel like you guys have tag teamed here. Someone has tag teamed, and I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna figure it out. I don't like it. Why would you do this to me? Why? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna quit my tongue twister career. Okay, you go for that. You go for it, buddy. You go for it. This is wild. Yeah, how rude are you? Not me. I'm just watching you stream and eat my egg bake. Oh, okay. I want some. Pocket, how dare you? How dare you, Pocket? How fucking dare you? Anyways, what I was going to say is that the good thing over, like, about streaming over YouTube is that, like, base building isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but, you know, as far as, Twitch is concerned, I can kind of just do this and not really care so much. Not really care so much if it's gonna be a little boring. Because we're kind of just chilling, right? I mean, we chilling. Anyways, I have no clue what I'm doing with these logs. I don't know if it's gonna look good or not, but I'm just trying to add some accents so it's not all just birch. Keep in mind, again, I'm not really a builder in Minecraft. I'm just doing what I need to do to make things look nice and get things kind of just to a place. Ooh, there was a loud boom outside. Get things to a place where I can just like have a base and have a solid place to come home to anyways. Anyways, how's your egg bake? Okay, so we have that. I kind of want to do, like, I kind of want to do one more round so then I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then have this be glass. And have like just some solid windows. And I'll do the same on the other side, but let me go ahead and do another layer of planks around. And I should still make this a log too. So let me go ahead and do that. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. I need to teach you how to build a house. It's very good. You know, there used to be like one specific house I would always make, but now I kind of just do my own thing and hope for the best. You're stuck in a room with 3 doors. You must choose. The first door has a blazing fire. The second door has 3 alligators, and the third one has a lion who has been starved for a year. Which door will you pick? Obviously the lion, because if he's starved for a year, he's dead. I'd imagine. I'd imagine so, anyways. I could be wrong, unless it's a super animal tiger. 3. Smart. Thank you, Jado. I don't know if that's, like, smart. I feel like that's kind of just, like, reading and understanding. I don't know. Am I crazy? Okay. And now we can do another window on this side. Look at this. Perfect. This is a beautiful house. Oops, hold on, I messed up. Hey, get out of my house. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. Everyone trying to steal my house. They did that in my other Cobblemon series too. They all just started spawning in or around my house, and it was incredibly annoying. Okay, let me go grab my other glass. We're just gonna keep doing what we gotta do here. All right. And you know what? It gives me a little bit of experience too. Why does this look bad? It needs slabs. It needs slabs. Hold on. We're gonna make this look better. Hold on. This looks so bad. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I don't know how many of these I need. 54. This needs some slabs. How does this look? I don't know what I'm doing. This looks bad. I don't know what I'm doing. See, now that's not so bad. I could put some like lanterns under here, right? Can I make lanterns? How do I make a lantern? How does one make a lantern? Why is caps lock on? Lantern. Nugget and torches. I thought so. Here, we got iron. Hold on. Nugget. Hey, Trinity! Oh, wait, hold on. I turn polar bears white and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee and girls comb their hair. I make celebrities look stupid and normal people look like celebrities. What am I? Polar bears white and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee and girls comb their hair. I make celebrities look stupid and normal people look like celebrities. Turn polar bears white? Isn't that just hair? White hair, gray hairs? I don't know. I don't understand. Damn. Why question mark? Nope. I turn the first one is throwing me off. I turn polar bears white? Like melanin or something? I don't understand what the... I turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee. I mean, it's not the sun, right? I make celebrities look stupid, and normal people look like celebrities. Oh, like... Is it tan? Like, I make guys have to pee. Why have to pee? I make guys have to pee. I gotta sleep before I die. No, I don't want the answer. Hold on, I'll figure this out. Hold on. I turn polar bears... Hold on, we're gonna think about this one. I turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. And girls comb their hair. I turn polar bears white. I feel like it's just like, and I will make you cry. I mean, the guys have to pee is also throwing me off. Hold on, cursor. What do you mean the cursor? How's the cursor there? I moved it before the stream. Sorry. I turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I mean, guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. I mean, guys have to pee. Why guys specifically? Do girls not pee for this thing? I mean, it's not like genetics or something. I feel like it's just like genetics, but like that doesn't make sense on why it would be guys have to pee, or like stereotypes, right? That's the thing. It's a trick. Hold on. I make guys have to pee. I'm also thinking like time, but that's like, that also doesn't really make sense. I make celebrities look stupid, and normal people look like celebrities. Who's normal people? That seems incredibly rude to me. Normal people? That's the thing. It's a trick. I turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. I make celebrities look stupid, and normal people look like celebrities. Maybe it's just like a verb. A verb. I turn polar bears white? Or like an adjective or something. I don't know. Or writing. I make celebrities look stupid, and normal people look like... You're getting close? It's something like literal that I'm not seeing here. I turn polar bears white. Turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. Like a writer? Is that what it is? Like just a writer? A noun? Like, is it just a writer? I feel like there's something there, like someone who, like a narrator or something, who's like who can like say multiple different things, like some omniscient being, right? Possibly? Do you not know the answer? What do you mean possibly? The answer is either yes or no. What do you mean possibly? That's not how this works. You just said the answer? What was the answer? If I said it, then I got it right. What do you mean? What do you mean think? You just said I said the answer. Like God? Because you can't just say God cannot be the answer. That's a mighty... But you don't know you said it. What? I said writers. Authors. Was it before that? I have no clue what I said. After that? Like a narrator. I said narrator. Thank you for the scream, by the way. I have no clue what's happening. After that, what do you mean? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I feel like if I said it, then that counts. If I even said it as I was thinking, I feel like that counts as the answer. The answer? Yes, because I said the answer. So yes, I would like the answer. Because it doesn't count as me giving up because I said the answer according to you. Oh, that's a pretty looking house. Anyways, I wanted to make lanterns. How much time did I waste on that? Did I just waste like 10 minutes? I need torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. For now, torches. I should just do this in the crafting table to make life easier. The answer is no. I turn polar bears white, and I will make you cry. I make guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. What? The answer is no? Do you get that, Trinity? It's a trick. All of this in the riddle happens naturally and sometimes can't, so it's no. No. No, I mean, that's not how riddles work. What? No, that's just not how that works. No. That's just not how it works. Let me check again. No, see, no. No. I'm not buying that for a single goddamn second. That's not how riddles work. Sir. You can't just say a bunch of random shit and be like, no. You just can't do that. That's not how that works. This doesn't look so bad, right? Oh wait, it's gotta go down 1. It's gotta go down 1, down 1, down 1, down 1. Like this. Like that. I feel like it's really low, though. I feel like these should be higher. So, like... here, almost. I don't know if I need this, though. Anyways, this base building is going crazy. It looks so bad. I know it looks bad, okay, everybody? I do know. I do know. Okay, I swear. I do. How many lanterns can I make? 8 lanterns with all this? That should be fine. 8 lanterns. We can go around and light everything up how it needs to be lit up. And you know what? We can always worry about the outside later. We can always worry about the outside later is what I gotta say about that. I do have a riddle if you guys want to try to figure it out. I do have a riddle for you. I just have to try to remember exactly how it works. Sure? Okay. Okay. Here's the riddle, if I can remember it, okay? It's been years and years and years since I told this riddle. You are in a concrete room. Hold on, I'm trying to think. You're in a concrete room, no windows, no doors. All you have is a plank of wood and a mirror. I believe that's all you have. Concrete room, no windows, no doors. How do you get out? I think that's all. I think that's the riddle. Or kind of like, I don't even know if I would consider it a riddle of sorts, but it's still a fun mind brain teaser thing. Okay, so we got a little ugly base going here. I want a little ugly base going here for sure. Now you have to forgive me if I don't quite remember. I know the answer to the riddle, but it might take me a little bit. It's kind of a lengthy response. You died? No. Okay, that's not how that works. That's not how you get out. I feel like that makes assumptions that we can't make about life and death. Damn it. The good answer. Good answer. Good answer. All right. Let me go ahead. I might need to make more slabs actually, because I just need a small little roof for now, and then I'll figure out what to do later on with that. What time is it, by the way? 11:38. I do have work today, so unfortunately I gotta watch the clock and make sure I leave on time and whatnot. You guys know the gig at this point, I believe. Y'all know how it works. I feel like you guys have kind of grown accustomed to all that stuff by now. Okay, let me go ahead and make a little roof here. And, you know, remember later on I'll, okay, well, see, now I've done something super dumb. Explanation. Also, here's the explanation to the riddle I showed you. Explanation of the riddle's clues. I turn polar bears white. No. White is just the color of their hair and fur. No, it doesn't. I make guys have to pee and girls comb their hair. No, it doesn't. I make celebrities look stupid. That's not an answer. That's not an explanation. That's just dumb responses to the statements. White is not just the color of their hair and fur. It does have a cause. You can't just say no. Even if it happens naturally, it still does. Something does turn their hair white, regardless of if they're born with it. It's still, there is something in it that turns it white. You can't just say no. No. Here's the thing, though. Something is still turning it white. Even regardless of if it's natural. Something still does make it be white, and that would still be turning it white. Genes, yes. Genes would turn it white because at the inception of the entity, there is nothing. So it goes from nothing to turning it into something. You are still transforming regardless. I am not going to stand down from that position. So you can't just say no. And I will make you cry. I don't get how no it doesn't is an explanation to that. Harvard's dumb. I don't trust Harvard. No, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this. This is crazy. I make guys have to pee and girls comb their hair. No, it doesn't. What do you mean no, it doesn't? Something still makes people have to pee. And girls comb their hair. I mean, I guess nothing makes girls comb their hair except other than like hygiene and whatnot. It doesn't make you do that. What doesn't make you do that? What are you telling me? What doesn't? The riddle doesn't? As in make you do it whenever, well, this doesn't make any sense. That's not how riddles work. No. No, it doesn't. But the point of the riddle is that you're trying to guess what does those things. So you can't just say no, because then it's no longer a riddle. That makes the riddle null and void, which means it doesn't exist as a riddle, which means there is no answer, which means the answer is not no either. I am not standing by this stupidity from Harvard. This is ridiculous. It is no longer a riddle if it is pointless. It does not meet the criteria for a riddle, which means the answer is not no either. That's not how that works. Ain't no way. Like, I don't know. All right, next riddle. I gave you guys a riddle. Well, brain teaser of sorts. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it a riddle. Again, I don't know what classification it falls under. Look, I might be getting heated, but I also know I'm right. So, just saying. All right? I mean, I'm not playing around with this one. That's crazy. No. Nuh-uh. Ain't doing it. Harvard can suck my tits. I don't care. Harvard be dumb, is all I gotta say. It's literally the truth? No, it is not. I said death? Oh, okay. Is that your only guess? To be fair, when I was told the riddle, I was unable to grasp it. I don't think it's a possible one to guess, to be fair. Then what's the answer? The riddle does not exist. Oh, the answer to my riddle? Or the answer to your riddle, Jado? In my mind, that riddle is null and void. It should not exist, and it most certainly should not be called a riddle because it's dumb. That's it. Both? Oh, you've just given up on my riddle? Okay. Let me see. Let me try to find... Okay. Was it... It was just a mirror and a plank of wood, I think. Right? Then so shouldn't the air... That doesn't make any sense. That is not a proper claim or counterclaim to what I said. What? What do you mean, so shouldn't the air? How does that make sense? We use it. Air exists. Air is a physical thing. No, I don't see your point. You can't just say we use it, but it doesn't exist really because we can't see it. We can see it. You just need the right tools to see it. Can you touch air? Yes. I'm touching air right now, and air is touching me. Air is made up of several molecules, largely nitrogen. It exists. That's not a proper counterclaim. Well, yeah, it's a fair point. Let me try to come up with an analogy. Let me try to come up with an analogy to why this riddle... No, and we're not fighting. We're not fighting because it's only a fight if it's only a fight if I'm wrong, and I'm not wrong because I'm right. Okay? Let me try to come up with an analogy for why this riddle is not a riddle, okay? It has to meet, the purpose of a riddle is for the answer to be disguised in the text. By the definition of a riddle, what you gave me is null and void. Because the riddle does not just make things happen, the riddle is built around things that are already happening, okay? So, for example, let's see. Let me see if I can come up with something. You are kind of wrong. I am not wrong. I am not wrong whatsoever. No way. No way. Okay. If I were to say, let's see. Let me think. There's got to be an analogy for why that riddle is not a riddle. Also, it's already getting to be nighttime. It's already getting to be nighttime here. I don't want you in my party, by the way. Let's see. Objection. A riddle is supposed to be a trick question you must answer based on the definitions and descriptions. So technically the riddle isn't wrong. It's no. No. No does not. Okay. No cannot be the answer to that riddle because it is not an answer. No is not a proper answer to the riddle. The answer to the riddle would be like, the riddle doesn't make any sense. The answer would not be no. No, the answer cannot be no to that riddle. Because no is not a proper answer to any of the questions. Because it's not even a question. You can't just say no. You can't say, I make polar bears white, and then say the answer is no. That's not how the word no works. Because it's not a question. It's not framed as a question, so the answer cannot be no. Is your name William? No, that is a question. The riddle is not a question. The riddle is a series of statements, but it's not a question. You cannot just say no. I make polar bears white is not a question. I make polar bears white? What is it? Okay. There is a question, what am I, at the end. But I make polar bears white? No, is not an answer. I make polar bears white. What is it? No is not a proper answer to the question, what is it? Or what am I? That's not how that works. That's not how the word no works. This is crazy. This is wild. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's not crazy. That's wild. That's how it does. It's a description, then a question. But no is not a proper answer to that question. It's just not. It's simply not. Then what is? Whatever a proper answer to the riddle be, but it is, but it's not a riddle because it just doesn't fit as a riddle. It's just not a riddle. We've already said that. It does not exist as a riddle because it does not meet the requirements for a riddle. Oh, I already made more slabs. This is crazy. How did you even come up with that statement that it's not a riddle? Because that doesn't meet the criteria for a riddle. Riddles are built around things happening. And if these said things don't happen, it's not a riddle. A riddle is a riddle. That's not how that works. That's just, riddles are not just riddles because you say it's a riddle. That's like saying, I have a cat and saying that's a joke because a joke is a joke. That's not how that works. Ooh, it's dark in my house. I need torches. Oh, I have torches. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Fortunately, no mob spawned in my house. A riddle is a based question with a description. I don't know what description you're thinking of, though. Like, what do you think the description is here? Let me give you a classic riddle to explain, okay? That should be pretty even, right? It's still pretty dark in my house right now. Can I do like a lantern here? Is it even though? I don't think it can be even. We'll just do that for now. Hopefully it's light enough in here so mobs don't spawn. I don't really know what else to do about that. What runs but never talks, has a bed but never sleeps? And you know what? I bet there's an answer to that riddle. I bet there is a solid answer to the riddle because the riddle was built around things that happen and is a true statement. Well, runs but never talks, has a bed but never sleeps. I don't know, like a, I don't know, water bed or something? A water bed? I don't know. But I bet there is an answer. Oh, what runs but never walks, has a bed but never sleeps. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, but you know what? I bet there is an answer to that riddle. I bet there is a solid answer that makes sense, that fits all of the criteria. A river. Okay, so like water. I was thinking water, but I didn't really know. Okay, so a water. There we go. Riverbed, because that fits. Because rivers have beds and water runs, okay? If we evaluate your riddle based on that and go statement by statement, I make a polar bear white. No. Okay, doesn't make sense. I make guys have to pee. No, doesn't make sense. That's not a valid answer to the question. Or to the statement. It's not even a question, it's a statement. This is crazy. That riddle makes sense because it's built around things that happen and it's true. You can't just say, I make polar bears white. No. That doesn't make any sense. I make polar bears white. Fur. Their fur makes them white. Their skin is not white. Their fur makes them white. So, I mean, I don't know. Harvard's wrong on this one. I would battle Harvard to the death on this. 100%. There's only one answer, not multiple. That's perfect. There is only one answer. The thing is, no is not one of those answers. No is not one of those answers. But you still have to evaluate the riddle statement by statement. No does not fit any of the statements. No. No does not fit any of the statements. No way. No way. I still want to think of an example to this. An analogy for why this is not a riddle. There's gotta be some sort of analogy that I can make here. I'm trying to think. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something that functions as a proper analogy here. It's difficult because of the way the riddle's formulated. Because apparently it's a question, but also not a question, which doesn't make any sense to me, Jado. It's like going up and asking someone, like, I don't know, in my head, it's like something stupid, like going up and asking someone, hey, what's your favorite color? And they say yes. That's not a proper answer. If you go up to someone and ask, what's your favorite color? And they say yes, are you satisfied with that answer? How does that make sense? Make that make sense to me. Because in my mind, that does not make sense. I'm glad that was breakable. I kind of just went ahead and broke it, but I'm glad it was indeed breakable. Or if someone goes up and says, my favorite color is blue, and then you don't respond, and they're just like, whoa, that was a question. Well, no, it wasn't a fucking question. You said my favorite color is blue. You didn't ask me what mine was. That's not a question. You just simply made a statement. It's like, it's dumb on so many levels, and it does not work. It's just so stupid. And it's frustrating the living hell out of me that there's even a conversation about this. Okay, my Pokemon are still in there. Thank God, because I kind of just moved it without thinking. I need to make more chests. My crafting table's still out here. Let me go ahead and grab that. More chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be good, I think, because that'll allow us to have 3 double chests at the very least, which is pretty nice. Where do I want these chests? Where do I want? Maybe just next to my bed. There we go. And then we can start clearing out some space at the very least for now. Let me, I need to make like a wall of furnaces somewhere. Somewhere in here. Maybe just like in between these torches. Let's do that. There we go. Don't need this door as far as I'm concerned. And then let me throw the coal actually into this furnace here. I made my house too big. Now there's not enough light in here. I need to like make a floor of lava. This is what I gotta do. Okay. Let me grab all my stuff from these chests and we're just gonna move them over. And then we'll have 6 free chests, which is really nice. I need a chest just for the apricorns. Oh, it is about to be nighttime again? My God. My God. Who are you, by the way? Would you like to tell me who you are? Oh, I forgot I have sheep. I need to breed my sheep as well. Make sure I get everything I possibly can from there. All of the potential. Okay, at least we'll have like a whole nother row here, which is nice. Whole nother row of seeds ready for us to harvest. Okay. Oh, I forgot I have diamonds. I've totally forgot I got diamonds. I gotta figure out what I want to do with those. There we go. Don't really need the extra 32 wood on me. I should probably keep my bucket on me. And apparently we have another fully grown wheat here. Nice. Oh, you know what? I threw my wheat into a chest, but I actually wanted to use that on the sheep. So let me go ahead and grab that again. I don't know why I just threw that in there. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have 18. That should be more than enough. An odd number won't even do us any good over by the sheep anyways. Okay. Let's head over to here. Where am I? Am I going in the right direction? It was over here. Or was it further? No, it was over here, right? Or was it over there? Hold on. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. It might be over this way. Hold on. It might be over in the other direction. I think it's this way, actually. My bad. It's been a while, so I just gotta figure out where I'm going here. here's an analogy. I have found the perfect analogy, okay? I've just been thinking about it, okay? If I encounter somebody and I ask them what their hobbies are, and they say, I like hang gliding, okay? And I say, oh, cool. Where do you go hang gliding? Oh, and they say, oh, you know what? I love hang gliding in the mountains, you know, especially in the winter. And what they're actually doing is they're using the hang glider as a snowboard instead of a hang glider. They are no longer hang gliding. That is not hang gliding just because you're using the hang glider. That is not how that works. The hang glider's purpose is for a very specific thing, and if you use it for anything else, it is no longer hang gliding. Therefore, that riddle is not a riddle because it does not meet its purpose. I'm done preaching. Done preaching. We're good. There's no more argument. It's done. It's done. There's your analogy. That's all. Anyways, very frustrated. Very frustrated over here because that makes my brain incredibly unhappy considering how wrong it is. I know my farm was somewhere around in this area, but I actually can't quite remember where I put it. Where was it? It was somewhere over here, right? Am I crazy? Hello, sheep? Are you sheep? Hello? Are you around here? Oh, hi. Oh man, I'd love to have you actually, but I don't think I'm gonna be successful in catching you. Where the hell are my sheep at? I had a very specific like pattern to get there. There is a sheep. There's a sheep, but I don't know if that's any of my sheep. Where the hell did I put my farm at? I could have sworn it was somewhere in this direction. Oh, is there a cave right here? I have not seen this cave before. Is there any iron? Let's just see if there's any iron real quick. This is not really much of a cave. This is not much of a cave at all. Okay. Sheepy doodles, where you be? Wait, I'm so confused. Hold on, I gotta go back to my base. I gotta try to work this out. I gotta try to work this out in my big brain. Oh, there's a ravine here. Man, there's a lot of caves in this area. I actually got pretty fortunate with this spawn. Hello? You're a big boy. Oh, there's a sheep again. I gotta be close. I know my sheep farm's around here somewhere. I know it, I know it. I know it. But where? But where? Maybe it's more over this direction. Maybe I passed it. Maybe I passed it. I don't know. Who's to say? Who's to say at this point? Let me run back. Let me run back home. If I can even find my way home at this point. I do have my, oh no, I don't have my compass. I need to make sure I keep my compass on me. I know it's somewhere around here. Hello? Not compass, home. Hello? Hello, home? Here's the green apricorn tree. Oh, there's my home. Okay, here's my home. I remember my farm, my sheep farm, being somewhere in this direction. I ran this way. I recall running this way. Anyways, so let me run this way. Was it over this direction though? I feel like it wasn't. Where the hell is my sheep farm at? I'm gonna die. And then I feel like I kind of followed this path around the edge. Am I crazy? I'm probably crazy. Most probably. That's okay. It's gonna be around here somewhere. Maybe it is around across the river here. Maybe I just went the wrong way. And it's just like more into this forest over here. Hello, sheepies. Are you around here anywhere? Sheep? Sheepadoodles? Hello? They've got to be around here somewhere. Hello, chicken. Do you know where my sheep are? Nope. Alrighty, that's fine. Hello. Sheep. One sheep, okay. I found one. We must be on the right path. We found one. We should also look for blue apricorns. That is something I should set my sights on, because I feel like that's one of the only apricorns I don't have thus far. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I know my sheep farm exists. I know it's like, just like gone. I know it's not gone. Oh, do I have pink apricorns? I don't. I don't. I got a pink apricorn seed. Yes, perfect. I almost fell into the hole. All right, we found pink apricorn seeds, which is perfect for me. But now here's a new issue. Still have no clue where my sheep are. I knew I should have moved them closer to home, but like I didn't think it was gonna be this big of an issue, to be honest. Really had no clue. Okay. Let's swim on home. This should take me pretty much back to my base. My pinky hurts from running. My pinky hurts from running. I could have toggle on, but sometimes I don't want to do that. Sometimes I don't want to do that. And we are home. Wee boop 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 boop. Am I crazy? Am I like there's no way I just forgot where my sheep farm is. Is it the other way? Like there's no way. There's no way. There's just no way. Like is it the other way? Is it like this way? I don't believe it is. Because I really haven't explored much this way. Hello? Onyx? Why are you in my home? But also, I want you because I love Onyx. Onyx, hello? Can I have you, please? I'm going to try to catch him without having to get into a fight with him, if at all possible. Hey, how you doing? Onyx is one of my favorites, so I definitely want the Onyx. Why he was in my home, I don't know. Ah! Jesus Christ, that scared me. Hi, I'm gonna try stealing you if at all. Oh, you're level 18. I thought you were level 10. Okay, there's really not much I can do. I feel like I should maybe switch Pokemon. The Ninjask is gonna kill him though, right? Right? I don't know if there's really anything I can do. Fury Swipes? Fury Swipes might be fine because it's not going to be very effective. There we go. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I can use Fury Swipes and then I'll weaken him and then catch him. Speed Fell, Attack Rose, Defense Rose. Fight, Fury Swipes. Go get him! I mean, at below 50%, he should be catchable, I imagine. Get him! Oh, you know what? In the top right. Oh, you can't see it because of my camera. What? You didn't get caught? That's crazy. Let's do another Fury Swipes then. I don't know what else to do. One more Fury Swipes ought to do it, I imagine. But I'm really trying not to kill him is the issue at this point. Get him! Oh! Hey, Onyx! Let's go. Also, it's about to be nighttime. I gotta figure out where my sheep farm is because this is driving me crazy. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. So I feel like my farm was just like in this direction. Was it not? It was in this direction. Or maybe it wasn't? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Where the hell are my sheep at? Where are my sheep? And we follow it this way. And then it was like, it was close to water, to be fair. I do know it was close to water. But I don't think it was like beyond this point. It wasn't that far away. It was kind of far, but not super far, you know? And I know this is sounding incredibly ambiguous at this point, but like, it's somewhere around here. I should have written down coordinates for it, but I didn't think I was gonna lose it. Hello? I want you. What? You're level 40 though. I probably can't manage that at this point. See, and now we're back in Birch. So at this point we do surpass. Okay, so it's not this way. It's just simply not this way. You think I'd remember at this point, but I do not. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I know it's somewhere. I'm gonna have to like rewatch a video of me traveling and see what happens. Because it's somewhere around here. I just don't know where. Also, I did see that coughing, but I'm not gonna really worry about that right now. I feel like it is around here somewhere. But like not around these bodies of water. This is not where it was. This is just simply not where it was. I remember clearly being able to see my base whenever I would clear from the dark oak. Like it was definitely not this. It's somewhere, it's gotta be somewhere on this side. Or maybe further this way? I really have no clue. I really have zero clue. Hey, Game Master! I'm very pissed right now. Just so you're aware. Just throwing that out there. I'm incredibly pissed. I don't know what all you missed, but hello. What happened? Jado and his goddamn riddle. Riddle. That doesn't make any sense. I feel like you'd back me up on this. Oh, I found blue apricorns! Please give me a seed. Please give me a seed. Please, please, please. Please, please, please give me a seed. Seed, please. Seed, please. Seed. God damn it, no seeds? Really? Alrighty. Well, let me get back to my base then. And we will go from there. Let me see if I can remember kind of where this is at. I feel like it's right behind my base, maybe? Let me see. Let me see. Where the hell's my base at? Oh, it's over there. Okay, it's over there. Also, I can't seem to find my sheep farm. No, no, no. It's not that riddle. It's not that riddle. Let me recite the riddle for you, okay? It's, I make polar bears white, and I make you cry. I make guys have to pee, and girls comb their hair. I make celebrities look like normal people, and normal people like celebrities. What am I? There's your riddle. I can't believe I actually have that memorized. That's how much I've been ruminating on this. That's the riddle. Bet you don't know the answer, because the answer is fake. The answer is simply just fake. I'm gonna share this with everyone, so everyone knows just how wrong this is. Yeah, the answer, okay, but the answer is apparently no. Apparently, I make polar bears white. No. Is the answer. I make guys have to pee. No. I make you cry. No. I make celebrities look like normal people. No. And normal people like celebrities. No. Apparently, that's the answer. I simply said that, because apparently it's that the riddle does not make any of those things happen. So that's no. But then I'm just like, well, then it's not a riddle, because a riddle is built around things that are already happening and you make an answer that fits those. Like the river riddle, for example. Really good, because it fits. Every statement has an answer, but you can't just say no to those. That's not how that works. I just said it's no longer a riddle. The riddle is that it's not a riddle at all. Okay, there are better versions of that kind of riddle. I will say that. I will say that there are better versions, but that one specifically is a no-go for me. And I have been ruminating on this the whole time, because Jado keeps saying I'm wrong, and I'm like, no, I'm not wrong. It's just not a riddle. It doesn't exist because it doesn't meet the criteria of a riddle, and it does not fulfill the purpose of a riddle. It's like, and this was my analogy. If I met someone and I asked them what their hobbies are, and they said, oh, I love hang gliding. And I said, oh, okay. Where do you do that? How do you do that? And they say, and they explain that, like, they go to the mountains and they use the hang glider as a snowboard. Well, then it's no longer hang gliding. Just because you use the hang glider to do it does not make it hang gliding. Therefore, it's not a riddle because it doesn't fit the criteria of a riddle. It doesn't fulfill the purpose of a riddle. Therefore, it's not a riddle. Because the riddle does not exist. It's null and void. I have been seething in my body because this is just so incorrect to me, and I hate it. And I hate that there's even an argument about it, because it's just wrong. That's it. It's just wrong. Anyways, it's driving me fucking crazy. Driving me fucking crazy. Do you see what I'm saying, Game Master, though? Like, do you get what I'm saying? I feel like you will be on board with what I'm saying here. Like, that's simply just not a riddle. The answer is not no, because no does not answer any of the first, the statements aren't even questions. The statements aren't even questions. You can't just say, I make a polar bear white and say no. Or I turn a polar bear white and say no. What? That's not valid. You can't just say that. Like, I can't just say, you can't just say, like, ask me what's your favorite color and I say yes. That's not a valid answer to the question. It's literally driving me crazy. I almost, like, fully ended stream an hour ago because I was pissed. I was so mad. I'm still seething over this. It is crazy. It has me out of my fucking mind. I don't know if it's because I'm autistic and I can't stand that it's just like, it doesn't make sense and people just are trying to tell me it does, but like, this is crazy. It does not make sense. It is not a riddle. Anyways, I do apologize. I had to get that out of my system because it has been burning a hole deep inside my soul for a while now. And I needed somebody to agree with me because this is crazy. Okay. Anyways, I do want to end stream here. I have to get ready for work. But I'm glad I got that off my chest beforehand. Anyways, I know this is a shorter stream. I do know that. I do want to get a little bit more into this next time now that I have somewhat of a base. I can kind of start developing it a little bit more. But anyways, if you are on YouTube, and I don't know if you're even on YouTube, I don't know why you would have watched this whole thing. This was just me arguing with someone in my chat the entire time. But if you are still here, please consider liking and subbing. I do appreciate it. And come over on Twitch if you want more just idiotic debates. Idiotic in the sense that, like, I'm obviously definitely right and everyone else is wrong. That's it. That's all. Anyways, thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you, Game Master, for proving my sanity here and not like fucking gaslighting me like everyone else has apparently today. But anyways, thank you. I absolutely appreciate it. And until next time, PterodactOwl out.